back to a brand new video. I'm super excited to share this unboxing with you, or rather reveal, because I've already unboxed this, I already filmed it, but I wasn't really happy with the footage that I filmed, so I will incorporate the unboxing because I did do more of like a bird's eye view unboxing so you can see everything up close. But I filmed at like nighttime and I probably should have waited till day, and I just didn't have the right lighting at all, and so I thought I'll incorporate that. But I thought I'd just show you because we're getting some nice bright light in, and you can definitely see the color really well. So this is an Hermes Quota bag that I was not expecting. I did put down a Kelly as like a wish list item because now I've already got my Birkins. I'm not going to say no to a Birkin, of course, but I was in the market for a Kelly if it came along, if I was graced by the Hermes gods to get a Kelly. So this is a Kelly. It's already been unboxed. I did try to rewrap it. I don't think I did a very good job, but I'll show it to you. So this is the box it comes in. And I did, you know, in terms of like wish list, I of course put down black. However, I already have a lot of black bags, so I was open to a pop of color or a neutral, and I really was not super specific with exactly the combination. Although what I did want was, I did want a Cellier Kelly. I wanted something with the stitching on the outside. I wanted more of a structured Kelly. I didn't want the retourne style because, although I can see why people like it, and I'll get into that. But here it is, and this is my poor job of putting it back in the box. So ribbon's in there, pillow thing is in there, I've got my receipt, and I've got like a care booklet in here, and I believe the raincoat and stuff is in here. But this was a combination that I honestly did not expect. Was not something that I had put on my wish list, but it is quite special. It is quite exquisite, and I just wanted to show you. So I tried to put the felt back on it. I don't think I did a good, I think I did a pretty decent job putting the felt back on it, but anyway, here it is. So this is an Hermes Kelly in size 28, so 28 centimeters across, in the Cellier in Epsom leather, and the color is blue electric or bleu électrique. And the hardware on this is really special. So I've already taken the stickers off on the hardware, and I did that in my unboxing video. It was really hard to do, but I managed to get the stickers off. But let's take a look, and it is a very striking color. However, with the Epsom, it's a little bit more subdued. So let's put this together so you can see a bit more of, just so that's all like straightened up. So I want you to notice something. This is brushed palladium hardware, which is not typical for, like, not a typical offering for their bags. This is apparently the brushed palladium and brushed gold hardware finishes are only offered on special order bags. So when my sales associate pulled this out, they had a shipment in, and this particular sales associate had a choice of 2 bags to offer to their clients. So the other bag that I asked, I was just curious, I'm like, what's the other bag? And that was a Birkin 30 black with gold hardware, but in the touch. So it had the flap all in croc, and the handles in croc, and the sangles in croc. I probably should have asked how much that was anyway, but and you know, they figured because I already have a black Birkin 30 in Togo with gold hardware that, you know, it probably wouldn't be something that I would want to add. But this is a very special combination that they have never seen before. And they haven't seen blue electric in a while, and they also were puzzled as to why the hardware is the brushed palladium hardware, because this was what was offered on special order bags. So I was like, okay, can you just check if it's not somebody else's special order? Because can you imagine somebody places a special order and all of a sudden it's not there because I took it. So no, it's not a special order bag. It doesn't have the special stamp. And I was looking on Instagram, I was looking for like, you know, who else has this bag. And I did see like a reseller, I can't remember who, I'm not familiar. They're not a well-known reseller. I think they were based in Asia. But they had this bag for sale. And it had the brushed palladium hardware. So, you know, I don't think this is the only one. I mean, I think they did probably release a couple of these to all the stores. So if you are into this brushed finish, you know, you may get something without it being a special order. So of course, you know, the confusing thing is that the feet are in just regular palladium, so it's shiny, so that's interesting. That's something that we noticed, but the sangles, the turn lock, and the plate, and then the little bits for your strap are in the brushed palladium hardware. So I'm gonna just show you inside. So I do have like the raincoat. It comes with like 2 pieces. I never really know how to don this, and I don't feel like it really does the job of covering, like really protecting your bag if you are in a downpour. So I think the best thing to do is, if you have a bag such as this or any larger bag, is always carry like, you know, those packable nylon totes that are really small. And those come in handy too, because nowadays, especially, you know, in the city I live in, they're banning plastic bags. Like they're not even giving them to you for sale for 5 cents or 10 cents. Like they're banning plastics, period. So, you know, you're gonna need that kind of bag anyway with you, and it doesn't take as much space. But if you ever were caught in a downpour, then you could, you know, stick your bag in there, and that's easy. You can do it in a pinch. So this is what it looks like. And inside, there is, I think you could tell. So there's a zip pocket, and on this side, you have 2 gusseted pockets here. Hope the light can show you. And it is rather structured because it is Epsom and it is Cellier. So I really do like how sharp and smart this looks. It comes with a lock-in key, and I don't know where you would put this, but this is the lock-in key. I already took all the hardware and stickers off of this as well. But people would probably like put it there, I think. Yeah, I've seen it there. Someone warned me of not having them hang because as this moves, it creates like a windshield wiper mark. So, but it's nice to have with you in your bag, or I might just like leave it in the box at home because I don't really see the need to lock my bag. I mean, not these days, but maybe in the future with the way things are going. This is the strap. So I did take, yes, I did take off the stickers here, but this is the strap, and the strap is not a very long strap. It's not something that you could wear crossbody, even on, I don't know, maybe I could, or maybe like I could have before, but here is the strap. So it's not a very long bag. If you did want to wear it crossbody, I bet this thing would kind of hit you. So you would want to just like wear it on your shoulder, which is really handy. So it's nice to have a strap option so you're a little bit more hands-free. And most of the time how I see people wear their bag is just like this. Or if, you know, they really want to close it, then they just kind of do this and leave the sangles kind of under the bag, under the flap, sorry. And then in here. So you have this kind of peeking out, and you can, some people do a better job of this, but they have it kind of peeking out like this. I love how it just looks like little arms. They're like, So this is the 28 size. It's not super huge. I was requesting more of a 25 or 28. And I know I've tried on a 28 before in store just to get an idea of size. I tried on a 25, and I know that these are 2 sizes that I was leaning towards. I know the 25 is quite small, and I'm not a small person, like even like people, like I would dwarf the mini Kelly. Like it's quite small, right? The mini Kelly. I've seen it in person on someone and I'm like, wow, I would swallow that right up. So the color is quite vibrant. It really is stunning. It kind of, it changes the vibrancy with lights, but it's still quite saturated. The Epsom makes it a little bit more subdued, but definitely a stunning color. I was not expecting a blue bag. I do not own a blue bag. And I remember I was looking at this very shade of blue in a Chanel Trendy CC. Maybe I have a photo of it. I remember trying it on in the past. And I was thinking, wow, this is a beautiful color. But I, you know, stepped back and I'm like, you know what, I have this bag in 2 different colors. So, and I have it in that, like I have it in that green. So I felt it was like way too similar to have the same bag in 2 different colors. So in 2 different striking jewel tone colors, it did make sense for me to take that. So this is kind of the next best thing in a way. It's a very patriotic color, if you ask me. Like if I had it like a blue and red twilly or something like that, it's very patriotic looking. It screams like French, you know, like the blue color, it screams French. It, you know, if I added like red and white, it'll be very American, you know, so it's a very patriotic bag, but definitely a very striking color. And I was never expecting a brushed palladium hardware, and it's such a cool tone color with a cool toned hardware. So it is very edgy in a way. It makes the Kelly look very young and fresh and edgy, and it's definitely very unisex, of course. So this is going to go really well with a lot of neutrals, obviously, that I wear, but you know, it'll go really nicely with, like, you know, I have like a beautiful green coat. It'll look really nice with that. It'll look nice with camels. It'll look nice with grays and blacks. And you know, it's not a boring color. It's definitely a conversation starter. So I'm really happy that I got this color. At first I was a little bit hesitant, I won't lie. I was like, you know, is this me? Like, is this something? And it is such a beautiful, striking color. It's so unique in how saturated it is. So it definitely is a special color to get in a bag. Of course I love black, but you know, I already have a lot of black bags, so I wanted something different. Neutrals would also be really nice as well, but you know, I wanted something that would be striking, you know, like there are neutrals that you can wear, and I do have other neutral bags, and I'd be kind of picking and choosing over them, and this is a really nice statement piece. Another statement color that I would really love is like a hot pink, you know, yellow is a statement color. Like these bright saturated colors is, you know, what Hermes does really well in their leathers. So, you know, if you're on the fence about a color, don't be afraid. You know, they do their colors really well. So if you're going to go for Hermes, then, you know, try, like, well, beggars can't be choosers. Let's just say that, like, you get offered what you get offered. But don't be afraid to request a color is what I'm trying to say. This experience of getting this was one of those, like, surprise experiences, because when I got my black Birkin 30, it was very predictable. Like, I knew what the bag was, I had requested it, and it was on my wish list. Like, we knew what it looked like. It wasn't like a surprise. Yes, I went into a room to look at it, but it was a very brief, like, okay, open the bag, let's see, okay, great, put it back in the box, let's go pay for it. There was no like anticipation where you're wondering what you're gonna get, or, you know, sitting there being like, please don't be ugly. You know, it wasn't anything like that. In this case, when I was offered a bag, I was taken to a room. They were like, I was told, we have a bag for you. It's very different. It might be something that you'll like, so we'll show it to you. So it came, you know, in its sealed box. It didn't have the cellophane, like the boxes now have this brown tape around it, so it's not sealed in cellophane anymore. And then this was, you know, even the sales associate was looking at it for the first time, and so was I. And I was sitting there kind of like making that decision process, like looking at the bag, you know, asking my husband what he thought and asking like friends what they thought, right? Like, so, you know, I really did like it. I was a little bit like, wow, like this is too out there for me, but I love out there stuff, right? You guys know I love bright colors, and look how beautiful it looks. Like the color is absolutely stunning. Like even just in daylight, like this is daylight right now, and you can see how beautiful and stunning this color is. I'm going to show you some mod shots. My husband and I are expecting our first baby. My body is not what it used to be. I'm going to show you how this looks on my body right now. I still have, it's got some weeks to go, so I'm getting quite tired. But I'm going to show you mod shots of how it looks on me right now, okay? Just for reference, I'm 5'6", and I'm going to show you that this size is honestly not that huge, okay? Of what people think.
All right, here we've got some mod shots. So again, this is a Kelly 28 in the Cellier stitched style with Epsom leather. So a Cellier Kelly will always look a tad larger than a Retourne Kelly, the Retourne being the stitching on the inside. And a Cellier Kelly will usually be done in Epsom or Chev leather, but Epsom will be a lot more structured and more stiff, but it does relax over time and soften, but it will definitely maintain its shape a lot better than, say, a Retourne style, which tends to be done in a more slouchy leather like Clemence, Swift, or Togo. So one thing that I would say is with this Kelly, the strap is not adjustable. It's one fixed strap, but you can buy additional straps on the website, from my understanding, of different lengths. So if you did want to get a thicker strap, like more of a guitar strap, you can totally add onto this, and they have different colors as well. You can crossbody it, but it's a very high crossbody. I don't think most people are crossbody this Kelly, but you know, even on me, you can see like the handle would definitely dig in. But you could do it if it was a pinch, like if you really needed to crossbody it, you can definitely do it. Another thing to note is, yeah, it's not that big, honestly. Like I think the 28 size is like one of the classiest sizes if you want to go smaller. 25 is good, but you know, 25 you're not going to really take out to dinner either. So why not just have more space?
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.